Good afternoon, my lovely Facebook friends. Here I am in the surroundings of Westfield, which is a shopping centre in London, and this is kind of the premium shopping centre in the UK. You can see brands like Whistles over there. You have Hackett, Burberry downstairs is Gucci, Prada, Ferg. I mean everything you can think of. And in 15 minutes we're going to be going live on Facebook and on Zoom. I posted the ID and the password for a change in my Facebook page, and the Zoom is going to be about what we always keep talking on about, how we can overcome the challenges in what's going on in the world. Now, I think we can need to overcome the challenges in a few ways. One, emotionally, psychologically, by refusing to accept the narrative. The narrative is so absurd, you couldn't make it up. It could be from a comedy film. But how do we overcome that? How do we not get engaged with that whole BS? Not by ignoring it completely. We give it tacit. We know it's there. It's like driving a car. You can see all of the BS out the window, the side window, and you know it's there. You can take a glance. But if you want to get on with your life and really go where you want to go, where do you look? Through the front windscreen. You look straight ahead. Because looking at the side mirror of all this nonsense that's going on in the world, and let's admit it, guys, we must realise by now a lot of this is made up BS, because it's almost from a comedy film. And if you focus on that, guess what? You're going to get caught up with it. And if you're looking at the side window of your car for too long, guess what's going to happen? You're going to crash, right? Also, if you're looking in the rear view mirror and you're driving, and you're looking in the rear view mirror for too long at your past, the things that have already left you in your life, things that you've experienced, and you're still dwelling on those, focusing on your rear view mirror, guess what? You're going to crash. So looking at your side windows, out the window on the side for too long, have a quick glance. You need to know what's going on, but don't focus on that, because that's not going to get you where you want to go. Looking in the rear view mirror at what's already finished is going to also cause you to crash. If you want to reach your destination, what do? You put it in the sat nav, you look out the front of your window, and you keep going until you arrive at your destination. I believe that's a lot like the things we desire, our success. We focus on where we're going, what we want, and eventually, if you have enough petrol and whatever, roadblocks, breakdowns, you can call the AA, whatever happens, you have fuel, eventually you'll get there, okay? So today, in 10 minutes, we have a live Zoom. The links in my Facebook, the passwords in my Facebook. We're going to be talking about not the emotional, psychological, and spiritual impact of this nonsense, but the financial impact and how you can overcome that as well. Because I think it's really important in this economy that people realize there are other ways of earning money that don't depend on the traditional economy. They don't depend on the traditional economy. They certainly don't depend on the government. If you think the government is your friend and they're there to help you, you're going to have a very rude awakening. You know, these free bailouts, these loans, all that. Who do you think is going to pay that money back? Father Christmas? It's not, by the way. So we've got to be really, really, really discerning on what's going on in the world. And whether we like it or not, the old days of sitting back, you know what, I've got a job, I've got a small business, guys. We need to wake up. You need like a bucket of cold water over your head to think, you know, that old way of earning money is gone. And it's not coming back. About 20% of the traditional economy, traditional jobs will remain in the next couple of years. What are the 80% going to do? Apart from watch Netflix, order some deliveries, and sit around wondering what happened, right? So I don't believe trying to ignore this situation is the best policy. I also don't agree that getting obsessed with it. I've got very strong views, and I will protest and I will speak out and say what I think. But like I said, if I'm driving my car and I'm looking at the side window, endlessly looking at my side window of what's going on around me and looking in the rear view mirror of what's behind me, I'm not going to get anywhere. I'm going to crash. So if I want to get where I want in life, I'm looking at the front of my windscreen. I've got my sat nav. That's my goal card. That's where I'm going, by the way. I write my goals on a card, which I keep with me, so I know where I'm going. If I need to remind myself, I forget. Because even in this shopping centre, all day I'm hearing 2-meter distancing. Where you are? I had a really nice security. I felt sorry for the guy telling me, "Can you please put your mask on?" I said, "No, I have a medical condition." And I said, do you want to know what it is? He said, yeah, it's bullshit-itis. I didn't say bullshit. I said BS-itis. And I went back and said, listen, I'm sorry, mate. I said, listen, I know you're doing your job, but you just need to be aware that you're being conned. And he agreed. He said, my manager's watching me on the CCTV. I felt sorry for the guy. So there's a lot of rubbish out there in the world of all kinds, on all sides, right? So you need to be discerning. Don't even believe people sometimes who have an agenda on either side. You need to make your own decisions, form your own opinions based on research. Do your research, make sure you know what's going on. And like I said, focus on what you want, because everything that you want, if you're focusing on circumstances and what's going on around you, you're going to be lost. The only place you can find answers, guess where it is? Inside. Some people may say that sounds ridiculous. Everything you need to know is already inside you, because you have the Spirit of God inside you. That's where he hid himself, inside you, right? So we're connected to what we want to call it infinite intelligence or Spirit of God. And, we are one consciousness. That's why they say we're one in the body of Christ. A lot of people don't know what that means. It means that we're united in spirit, in energy. We're all energy. Energy just is. And if you focus on that and your heart, if your heart's in the right place and your mind, and you can stay focused on who you are rather than get caught up in all this BS, then you're gonna have a much better life, right? Whether you're a billionaire or zillionaire, whatever that is, or not, you're gonna have a better life. So my purpose on these Zoom calls that we have every day, today it's not me, it's some of my business partners. I'm having a break from the Zoom calls this week. But you're going to hear some information that I heard just over 3 years ago. And life's not all about money. A lot of people think I always talk about money. I don't. But money is kind of the consequence. It's like anything. If you have a fruit tree, you focus on the tree. You look after it, you nurture it, you water it. Make sure it's got sunshine. And eventually it will produce fruit in season. So the money is the fruit of who you are. But money is a defense, especially in this economy. We need to be able to earn money in alternative ways, and it has to be some form of online, because online I can do it at home, I can do it here. I could get on a plane if I could fly and not wear a mask. I'd get on a plane tomorrow. I could be in Bali, Japan, Brazil. My business goes with me. Guess where? In my laptop and my phone. And I'm not here to sell you or tell you you've got to do this. All I'm saying is, listen guys, it's time to wake up, because the days of sitting around thinking, maybe things will work out well, maybe it's not. We've got to be really smart. It says, and we've got to be smart and wake up and find ways of earning money, alternative ways that don't depend on the government, but we don't have to go through the conventional systems. That we earn our money off-grid. We don't do anything illegal or dodgy, don't worry. We're not dodgy, we're not illegal. We earn our money off-grid in two ways. We have an online franchising business, which I love because it's education, which I used to be involved in as a school principal. So I'm still in education, but I'm actually teaching people something practical, how to earn money in the largest currency market in the world. A lot of people think what we do is dodgy because they've heard some rubbish from someone. If you want to know what we do, get informed, find out, listen. All of you have got a very good BS radar, haven't you? BS, BS? Belief system. You have a belief system radar. Right, so you can tell when people are full of SHIFT, right? So when people are talking nonsense, but I hope you can see I'm just an authentic, genuine person. I don't hide my feelings, I don't mince my words. I'm telling you, we found a solution to earning money, which anyone can do. I started 3 years ago, I thought it was nonsense, I thought it was all some kind of weird scam, online money. I never believed in any of that kind of laptop lifestyle nonsense. But I found out 3 years ago, what you don't know, you don't know. We're doing a presentation at 3 p.m. today, another one at 9 p.m. My usual presentations are 1 p.m. and 7, but I'm going to let my business partners do this week so I can have a break and focus on some other stuff. So if you ever want to find out what I do and learn how you can do it and change your life for the better, we have these calls every day. I always invite you on. There's no harm in finding out. People think, I don't want to watch. It's okay, you don't have to, but if people want to know, what can you do to really allow yourself or give yourself the opportunity to earn money when the whole world economy is crashing around our knees because there's stupidity that's going on, which actually is the real purpose of the stupidity. It is to crash the world economy. Then log on and find out. I'm going to get off this call. I love you all very much. I mean, that sounds cheesy. Oh, you love us, you don't even know us. I love you because you're a fellow human being, not because I have any vested interest. Because I was taught if you can love others as love, it says, I can't remember, my mind's gone blank. What was it? Love your neighbour as you love yourself. What does that mean? If you really loved your neighbour as you love yourself, not your literal neighbour, but your neighbour is anyone, any fellow human being, that's your neighbour. If you could really love them like as you love yourself, then you would want the best for them. You would want them to do well. You'd want them to succeed just like you do yourself. That's my philosophy. Get on the call. I'll see you there in about 5 minutes. Ciao.